Shalom, shalom, family. This is Grammy Yah. I am coming back at you one more time, you guys. You remember those free sweet potatoes that I got out of the field and they were humongous? Let me get you one. Look at this. Free sweet potatoes, you guys. And because they're free, but free always come with a price. I can't cut them. I use a cleaver. I use the biggest knife. I cannot cut them. So what I did was I had to get Papa Yah to help me. So I'm going to swing the camera around to Papa Yah. And look, we have, what's the name of this saw, honey?
She's got me using my reciprocating saw.
Okay, reciprocating saw. So because they are so huge, I couldn't cut them. So we are using a reciprocating saw to cut them. Okay, you see how, these are massive. You already have one up here? Okay. Okay. So, okay, honey. So, go ahead and cut it.
That's all you need. Let me turn it around. Get it right here. And then I can just pop it.
Okay, so what I need for you to do is, don't worry about that. What I need for you to do, because it's still so thick, I need for you to come down the side. Because I am going to can sweet potatoes, you guys. Yes, this is going to be a canning sweet potato video.
Hope I did it right.
But before I can, these some of the things that I need help. Okay?
All right, baby. Hope I got it right for you.
I'm telling you, these aren't your average sweet potatoes, so we have to use a machine. And so now, let me see. Hey, honey.
Cut that one?
Come down that side, that thick side.
Thick side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need all the help that I can get. So basically, I'm getting them cut where I can go back and peel them. This is hilarious. So now that I have my sweet potato cut, so now I'm just going to throw it in the water. Just throw them in the water. And I'm going to just throw it in the water, honey. I got it from there. Yeah, just thank you. Okay, now family, that I got my sweet potatoes all cut by my husband. Now I'm just going to peel them. And you peel them down to where you can see the orange, because right underneath there is another layer. So you want to peel it down till you get to the orange. So let me show you. See that first layer? That first layer right there. You don't want that layer. You want to peel that. So this feel like a piece of wood. So I'm gonna get this all peeled. I'm using my handy dandy pillar. Got from Amazon. I love this pillar, okay? And if you see any bad spots, you just go in and get out the little eye. And with sweet potatoes, you guys, potatoes, once you peel them, they will turn brown on you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna run some cold water. I'm gonna get them all peeled before I cut them up. I'm just gonna run some cold water, and to keep them from getting brown, you guys, I'm just gonna add like a cap full of lemon juice in my water, just to keep them from turning brown, because we want nice, beautiful potatoes in our jar, sweet potatoes in our jar. So I'm making candy yams. So I'm going to bring you back and show you how I cut them. Okay, family, I've already started cutting my sweet potatoes, but let me show you what size I like to cut my sweet potatoes. And what am I going to do is just, they're still hard, you guys. Ooh, sweet potatoes are so hard. I'm going to show you the size chunks that I usually put into my canning jar. Okay? This size right here make great, see? Great sweet potato chunks, okay? And this is called, I'm going to can these, and this is called raw packing because I'm going to put raw sweet potatoes into my jars. So let me get these all cut up, you guys. That's beautiful. Okay, now I have all my sweet potatoes cut up, you guys. And let me just show you the chunks one more time. And some of you probably say, wow, Grammy, why so big? They're big because I don't want sweet potato pie in my jars because I'm working with quart jars, and quart jars going to have to be processed for 90 minutes. So if I cut them any smaller, I'm going to have a lot of pudding or mush. So that's why I like the nice chunks, okay? So in the meantime, I'm going to fill up this jar. This is called raw packing because my sweet potatoes are raw, you guys. And basically, everything is going to be like room temperature. So I made some simple syrup. And simple syrup is just 1 part water and 1 part sugar. That's it. And since I'm making them these candy yams, and I want them to taste like candy yams, I added cinnamon. Let me show you what I added. I added nutmeg. I added allspice. And I added cinnamon. Wait a minute. Allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, some imitation vanilla flavoring, and some lemon juice. I probably put a cap full of lemon juice and probably a teaspoon each of the seasonings, but season it to your taste, you guys. Season it to your taste. And so I'm working with a 1-inch headspace. So I have my funnel, okay. I have my funnel, I have my ladle, I have my jar lifter, and I also have my debubbler. And I have my simple syrup back here. So I'm going to show you guys the simple syrup. It's going to be a little brown because I did add the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the allspice to it. But you don't have to add those ingredients. You can just go straight simple syrup if you plan on doing anything else with them. And so I think I did like 4 cups of water and 4 cups of sugar. Okay? And it may not be enough because I really couldn't judge it because I really couldn't tell by those size sweet potatoes. And so what you do is go in. We always debubble when we're working with liquids because you'll find your juice will go down from the 1-inch headspace, okay? So let me push these back down, and yeah, it's below my 1-inch headspace. The 1-inch headspace is right there on that first line, okay? So I'm gonna add a little bit more. And look at this, you guys. You can see the cinnamon and the nutmeg and all that goodness in there, okay? So yeah, so I'm gonna load up another one for you guys. Just throw them in here. My jar's been washed. I'm working with quart jars. And this is called raw packing because I'm packing it raw. And you can use just water if you like, because if you plan on doing something else with them. But if not, you could just, like I said, go with the simple syrup. Just 1 part water, 1 part sugar. So I'm trying to get as much as I can in here because they're gonna float to the top. So, and sometimes you got to manipulate them. And here we go. See? Beautiful. And I'm gonna grab some simple syrup. And it looked like I'm going to need more because I really couldn't judge it, but I'll just make more simple syrup. Very simple. So I should have made like 8 cups. Okay, I got it to the 1-inch head space. Use my debubbler again. We got to get these air bubbles out of here. We don't want the air bubbles. Okay. Voila. And I have to add more to it. Okay, I got that 1-inch head space. Now, I'm going to take my vinegar. I always use vinegar. Some people use just a damp cloth. I always use vinegar because you just never know. You know, some sticky stuff may have gotten on it. The sweet potato may have gotten on it. Anything. A little cinnamon. I don't care what I'm canning. I always use vinegar. Okay? And so what I'm going to do is take my lid. I didn't have to warm them up or anything. This is because everything is cold. Even my simple syrup is cold. And then I just take it and just close it up. Just fingertip tight, you guys. Just fingertip tight. Another one. Just fingertip tight. And so I'm going to finish loading up these jars, you guys. And then I'm going to put them in my canner. I'm working with a 23-quart Presto canner. And I'm just going to use room temperature water to get it started. If you have a 23-quart, or if you're in the process of looking to buy a 23-quart, there are lines that's down in your pot where it will show you where to put your water. They have a water line. So I like that because that's a good guide. Okay, so let me get these all loaded up. I think I might have to make some simple syrup. So simple. And I'll bring you back when I'm getting ready to load it in the canner. Okay, family, I got all my jars filled. This is a 23-quart. This holds 7 quart jars, you guys. So I'm loading up my canner with my 7 quart jars. If you look back there, that is more sweet potatoes. I'm gonna have to pull out another canner. And that probably is going to be another 7 quarts. So I will be processing at least 14 quarts of sweet potatoes tonight, you guys. And as far as the simple syrup, it looked like maybe like 6 cups of water to 6 cups of sugar. But, you know, that was my taste buds. So you want to taste it for yourself because you may think it's too sweet or you may think it's not sweet enough. But that is the simple syrup recipe, okay? So, and if you run short, just make some more. Very simple. Okay, so I have my quart jars set up in here, right? Oh, one thing I almost forgot. Vinegar. Always pour some vinegar in my canner because it keeps your jars from getting cloudy, okay? So, I've already checked my lid. I can see right through the vent pipe, and my rubber gasket is good. So I'm gonna put on my lid, make sure my canner is in the middle, and I am going to turn this on high. Okay? And I'm going to come back when this vent pipe right here is going to shoot up steam for 10 minutes. Once that shoots up steam right there for 10 minutes, I'm going to bring you back. Now that my vent pipe has been shooting steam for 10 minutes, now I'm going to put on the weight regulator. You guys, I'm going to keep my heat on high until it reaches 10. Once it reaches 10, I will dial my heat back. Okay, fam, I have reached 10 pounds of pressure. I'm going to dial my heat back. I will set my timer for 90 minutes. I will come back when I start to take them out of the canner. Okay, family, my sweet potatoes has come down from pressure. And now it's time for me to remove them from this canner, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off my weight regulator, okay? And as you can see, I've already taken some out of another canner. So I was able to have 14 jars, okay? So when you approach a canner, this thing still has a lot of steam in it. So what I usually do is I just unlock it first, and then I just, always away from you, family, I just let that burst of steam come out first. So I get that out of the way. You guys, whoo, that smells so good. It smells just like sweet potato pie in here. Okay, so now that I got that burst of steam out, I'm getting ready to take this to the sink away from me. My word, my word. Oh, it smells so delicious in here. I wish you can smell it. So here we go. Look at this goodness right here. Look at this goodness right here. You tell me that don't look good. Candied yams, you guys. Yes. So I just want to let you know in the beginning that always check your jars for any nicks and cracks, okay? Do that first before you do anything. And as far as your as far as your simple syrup, you know you can use brown sugar too. You don't have to use white sugar. And I'm pretty sure you probably can use agave. I've never used agave, but I've used brown sugar. And then I'm also, y'all hear that? I'm also going to leave the video in the description box. It's just a little short video when I was out there getting the free sweet potatoes, you guys. Okay? Yes. There you go. Look at this goodness. 14 jars of candied yams. Candied yams in a jar, you guys. You can't get no better than that. If you like this video, family, please hit like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And feel free to leave me a comment in the comment box, okay? I love you, but guess what? I love the Most High more. Shalom.